I am currently moving to a different space of living. And so before I came home, Harare, Zimbabwe, I went apartment viewing to go view my place, and I found a place. I even applied, like I was like, yeah, I'm going home, and all my stuff has been taken care of because duh, and like what could go wrong, because hello, divinely led, guided, protected, loved, all of that good stuff, right? I get here and I hear, oh, someone else applied for the apartment before you did and they got approved. So now I'm like, okay, God, I went to this place and everything that I put on my list was there. Like the sun came in, natural sunlight, the space was there, the colors of the place, the parking spot. It was like right outside the apartment. And I was like, I mean, as it should be, right? Divinely led, protected, favored, all of that good stuff. And so anyway, I get the email saying that I didn't get it because someone else got it before me. And I'm kind of like, okay, God. But like you can see that I'm like trying to figure out my stuff and like, make sure that I'm in order before I go. Now I'm like stressed out and I'm on this trip back home where I don't really want to be like worried about like where I'm gonna stay when I get back and all these like human problems and having to remind myself that hey, like you're always divinely led wherever you go. You're always divinely protected and cared for, nurtured for wherever you go. So slow down and enjoy where you are right now instead of worrying where you'll be later on. And I'm like, I get that, but like, I don't want to hear that. No one wants to hear something when they're going through all these feelings, these emotions. And half the times emotions, feelings, they demand to be felt. Like you can't be angry and then just be like, let me push you to the side. No, like it demands to be felt. It wants to be let out, whether that those are sad emotions, happy emotions, angry emotions. We're getting off track now, but so if you're in a space of, like where like everything just seems like overwhelming or crazy or whatever, that's okay. But make sure that the feelings that you're experiencing right now, that you feel them. Because like I said before, feelings, they don't want to be felt, they demand to be felt. Feel that, be in that space where it's overwhelming and you need to cry and cry. Like, I'm 26 years old now, and I'm just learning that it's okay to cry. I never allowed myself to cry. I never thought I could cry. I couldn't even cry by myself. Of course, I couldn't cry in front of other people, but I couldn't cry by myself. And it's like now I used to like bundle all those emotions deep down until I just like blow and explode. So if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, feel those emotions of overwhelmness, sit with them, and get up and then let them go because you're always divinely led. You're always protected. You're always at the right place at the right time. And so I'm saying this with you. I'm not saying it as someone that is now in a space where they're not overwhelmed, where they figured out their stuff. I'm saying it as someone that's in the same boat where there's currently a lot happening and I'm also riding through the storm, right? We ride it together, babes. Like that's why we're there and that's why so's there, so that we don't have to go through these moments of loneliness by ourselves. We go through it together with somebody that knows how you feel and knows what it feels like. And sometimes we don't need to experience the exact same example of a situation, but we get to experience the same emotions. So just because you're upset, you're sad because you have no means of transport, and I'm sad because I currently don't know where I'll be staying in the next month, and we're both feeling the feelings of being sad and upset and overwhelmed. That doesn't make us any different because your example of that's making you sad is completely different to the example that's making me sad. We stand and unite with the fact that we're feeling the exact same emotions at the exact time. And sometimes there are people that have felt this exact same emotion before us. And they're like, I mean, it's easy for them to be like, oh, don't worry, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Like I get how annoying that could feel when you're not ready to hear that yet. And when you don't even want to hear that yet. But the point is, we don't need to feel these feelings by ourselves, especially because at some point in time, the next person felt these exact same feelings. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, that's okay, babe. We're we're getting through it, right? If you're feeling uncomfortable, that's perfect because the last place you want to be is in the comfort zone. Divine power doesn't shift and, get to work in the comfort zone. It doesn't. It sleeps in the comfort zone. It's chilling. It's chilling. It you don't grow in the comfort zone. So if you're feeling unsettled, overwhelmed, like you're panicking, that's okay because it means that you're moving. It means that you're shifting. It means you're not stagnant. It means that God is there and God is working, and whoever God is to you, whether that be the universe, whether that be source, whatever you choose to call your higher power, the higher power is moving, if that makes sense. And I think that's so beautiful. Now we're just like yappity, 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 but I think this would be its own video. I'm just like in awe. Like, so I'm here feeling overwhelmed and feeling stressed out and whatever. And of course, God is working behind the scenes because we are chosen, right? We are loved. We are royalty. We're off royal blood. So it's like we're sitting here and we're like, ah! But like God is there and God's kind of like, yeah, look at baby girl. She's stressed out. Like she's stressed out, but she knows that I'm there, or she's stressed out. She doesn't even know I've got it handled. Like I've already taken care of it. So that's crazy. That is so crazy. Like we're worried and we're doing this, but it's also then again because we're not like looking at the entire picture. We're like at the surface, like just looking at it like this. So of course we're not seeing like a whole hand. We're just seeing like this specimen of a hand because we're directly in it. Yeah. And that's just my ramble um of right now. I was gonna say my ramble of the day, but child, I can go on and 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 on. Yeah.